Hello, everyone. My name is Adam from Scots English, and today we have our two brilliant students, Min and Hui.
So I'm Vohaling from class 7A2 in Phượng School.
Hello everyone, my name is Davi. I am from class 9A2 and I will be very happy to appear in our talk show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Hui and Min. And today we're going to be talking about a really important topic, which is bridging between culture and future somehow. So let's start with a important question, which is, can we preserve traditional culture while moving towards a modern civilization?
So first of all, I want to say good afternoon, everyone, and I think that this is a pretty meaningful topic, especially for young children and young people in this generation today.
Okay. How about you, Pui?
Well, I think like both modernization and preserving culture is both equally as significant because let's just say modernization have her like catch up with the world where like traditional values bring just keeping ourselves.
Okay, so that's a good start. Good opening from both of you. Thank you. I will start with Lin, sorry. In your opinion, why is traditional culture really crucial or important to us?
So traditional culture doesn't just identify who we are as a nation, and not only just gives us identity, it also gives us diversity and uniqueness among other cultures. There are many cultures in the world, and each of them are different because of the people who created them or how they were originated. It also lets us remember our own history and where we came from in the past.
That's actually well put together. It's very nice. At the same time, it's true. Um, but Hui, now let's come to you now. What do you think young people can learn from Western culture? Not your culture, but the Western culture.
Well, from my money, I think like they can learn plenty. Let's just say a lot because Western culture can make young people, first of all, feel have a creative thinking, like because Western culture like, encourage them to have a critical mind and creativity. And second, it is the gender equality, like both men and women, girl, boys, and girl have the same chances and same opportunity to attend to having or something. And third is the independence, like young people can have the independence of the mind and the way they can behave as well.
Okay, that's an excellent point that you hit some points that are really important. You said freedom when it comes to opportunities that could be offered to both genders, right?
Yes, that's
Okay. Um now so based on what you both mentioned, we can say that Eastern culture and Western culture teach somehow two different things. Let me put it like this. Eastern culture often teaches respect, harmony, living in peace somehow. But at the same time, Western culture teaches us how to be free or how to think freely and how to innovate. What do you think?
So these are really good things that they can teach us, and there are many things, and they are not completely opposite. So I think that we can learn quite a lot from both cultures.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ali. How about you, Hui? What do you think?
well, I think like in Hology has like all the advantage of both of the both culture. Like both have to be coexistence. Like we can both like have creative thinking, both like independence, that we can both have traditional values like pay respect to our elderlies or fathers or ancestors, etc. So like we can have both like good subject.
Okay. I mean, from both of you, those are really balanced ideas. Um, I would I would really ask to go deeper. I would ask another question, which is, should we preserve traditional culture or we just go and simply follow the trends?
So speaking like this, I would assume that this is completely following the trends and forgetting about our own culture. So I think that this is not a good idea because if we were born in one culture, it would be one thing to respect and remember that culture because that is where we came from and that those are our roots. The diversity and characteristics of our culture makes us who we are, and we cannot change that just by trying to follow modern trends. And sure, following modern trends is good. It helps with innovating our own life and business, but we should not forget to balance the both to create both a meaningful and efficient life.
That's actually beautiful. That makes sense. That's beautiful. What do you think, Kui?
Well, I concur to her too, because let's just say, yeah, we will have both need to protect to preserve the traditional culture, and we both have to innovate as well. Because there's a lot of thing when just keep it in the traditional culture, like the younger generation don't like, but like they just innovate because making more a little bit, it can make them more appealing, and there's modernization and keeping the culture as well.
Okay, so let me ask you simply. Now, should we just accept modern civilization just like that? Or do we have some criterias or we have something to take in consideration or something like that?
Yeah, I think that's true. We still have some criteria because not all thing from the Western like thing is perfect or suitable in the Eastern part, or that's actually the as well. Let's just say like just one example, a lot of like young people when they get in touch with Western cultures, they see like they think like, oh, the child can rebel the parent, they can do whatever they want, but like that does not mean the culture. We still have to pick and choose, and one's perfect for us, and what we think that will be in harmony with our Eastern culture as well.
That's beautiful. That is really beautiful. What do you think about that, Lee? So I think you have something to say.
I think I pretty much agree with him. And I also want to point out that I actually wanted you to repeat the question because I was kind of too focused.
So I mean, staying in the same context, it's just I asked if we just have to simply accept modern civilization just like that, without any borders or without any limitations or limits or without any like thinking or analysis before we just accept. So it's just like boom, it's coming, so let's take the package. Or do we have to filter and to have to be careful?
I think I agree with a few points he said, but I also want to point out that because of modern civilization and how irresponsible the current economy is, it's also causing different factors like pollution and a lot of communities getting pretty violent and depressive because of factors like peer pressure and stuff. But I think that we can change this by simply trying to be a better person to help both our culture and the modern world today filter out all of those negative things, and it will be a more balanced world.
Okay, okay. I mean, that's a very nice one so far that you mentioned both. Each one of you mentioned some limits, some criterias that we have to pick. You mentioned a big topic, which is about environment somehow. That's a huge topic. It needs special podcast or a special episode for that. But going back to the same context, so modernization should help people live better, but it should not destroy the culture identity. Is that what you think?
That's true.
Okay. Can you elaborate, please?
Uh, because let's just say like modernization can have my people live more easier. Just taking like washing you in the dish example. Like in the past, we have to just carry all those dishes to the river and just trying to wash it all the time. It's just time consuming and it's not efficient. But now with the appeal of things and even dishwasher, because just that we do it, it's cold, and 10 minutes later we can pick up the dishes.
Okay.
But that's it, the thing for modernization. But like in traditional culture, like sometimes when like in traditional culture, if like when you have you try to have read books, you should keep telling them but not trying to adapt them, not trying to change it to the modern like modernize. Like this, you should preserve what the way to bring to order to enhance the both the traditional culture it brings, rather than like just doing what they seem to be easy. So I think like we just need to have a balance. We just want the balance there.
Okay. Do you want to add anything to that, Lee?
Well, I think that we should definitely, just like he said, balance out modernization and traditional characteristics, because it modernization both improves life quality, and not only that, it can improve how a traditional culture works. So difficult practices in traditional culture no longer have to be too difficult due to modernization. It can make both meaningful and efficient for both everyone for everyone in the world.
Okay. I mean, that's actually those are nice, really nice words. You give the example. You both mentioned the example of the river picking up the dishes and just walking for I don't know how long, but it's really exhausting and time consuming. And now we just have a dishwasher that can do the job while you go watch TV, right?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so culture is not just something that we can see in museums and festivals. So it's something it's a lifestyle, right? Okay. Um so let's now from you both sides or your opinions, um can each of you please share one message to the young people about how we can preserve culture at the same time we move forward? Give me one message to everybody, please.
Like both say.
Okay, let's start with hardest.
Well, I think for young people, we should walk the balance and optimize. We have the criteria for Western culture. We have to pick and choose. And well, in the other hand, we need to try preserve the Eastern culture and preserve what is good for health and keeping up the modernization. That's all.
Thank you, Hui. Please, Lil.
Yeah. I just want to say to all the young people out there that your own culture isn't just portrayed by any videos on the internet or in museums. It is also portrayed by your own actions and the others around you. You need to keep growing and preserving your own traditional cultures by simply just like making like
Small changes.
yeah, like I really don't know how to explain this, but just make sure to remember where you came from, and don't fall or walk in too far into the modernization area. Yeah, that's all I want to say.
That's actually, thank you very much for those really beautiful words and beautiful messages. So simply, I would say just don't forget who you are and don't forget where you come from. Just be yourself, learn from what's coming, learn from what you live, but at the same time, don't forget your past and don't forget your culture. Thank you very much again for the messages. And I would say that we really should preserve the beauty of our culture, what makes us special, what makes us really recognizable, makes us, for example, the Vietnamese culture, the banh mi, as you said, my favorite one, and the ao dai that I cannot. Oh, that is ao dai for us, right?
Yeah, there's
Okay, all right. I don't have it, but my wife does. But anyway, thank you very much again for being part of this episode, this special episode about the culture, and thank you very much, everybody, for listening. So see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.